Today we're not just talking about his fights, we're uncovering the man behind the gloves. From Canelo starting boxing after being bullied at school to understand how Canelo spent millions of dollars on horses. From all his luxury cars, and also a traumatic experience on a flight where the plane almost crashed. Oh, and during the video we'll show you why Canelo admitted he was addicted. But how did this lead to the birth of a boxing legend? Today we're diving into the life of one of the most celebrated boxers of our time, Canelo Alvarez. But I bet there are things about him you've never heard before. Let's check how adversity forged one of the greatest fighters of our era. We start our journey in Guadalajara, Mexico, where Santos Saul Alvarez Barragan, better known as Canelo, first opened his eyes to the world. That's right, what you heard. His real name is not Canelo Alvarez. The nickname Canelo is a shortened form of Canelito, which means little cinnamon in Spanish. This nickname was given to him by his longtime trainer and friend, Eddie Reynoso, when Alvarez was younger. The name Canelito was chosen because of Alvarez's unique ginger-colored hair and pale skin, which made him stand out from most Mexican fighters. His fierce style in the ring combined with this distinctive look ultimately led to the adoption of the nickname Canelo. The cinnamon-colored hair that earned him his nickname wasn't the only unique thing about him. Canelo hails from a family of fighters, making his journey into the world of boxing a family affair. He is the youngest of 8 children, with 6 of his brothers also embracing professional boxing careers, though not all of them compete globally like Canelo. His brothers Rigoberto, Ricardo, and Ramon, each a formidable force in the ring. Imagine growing up in a household where the sparring never stops. But for Canelo, the real fight began outside the ring. At just 13, inspired by his brother Rigoberto's debut, he stepped into the world of boxing. In 2008, the Alvarez brothers made history when they all fought on the same professional boxing card in Zapopan, Jalisco, Mexico, setting a Guinness World Record for the most brothers to participate in a single professional boxing event. But he didn't get into boxing just as a sport, but as a refuge from the bullies who targeted him for his distinctive looks. Little did they know, they were igniting the spark in a future world champion. Born with distinctive reddish hair and freckles, traits that are uncommon in Mexico, Canelo often faced teasing and bullying. This challenging environment led his brother, Rigoberto, to give him his first pair of boxing gloves when he was just 10 years old. The boxing gloves became a means for young Canelo to defend himself and eventually helped him transform from a target of bullies into a confident and skilled boxer. This transformation was so profound that by the age of 15, Canelo had already turned professional, focusing entirely on his boxing career and leaving behind the challenges of his school days. School was never Canelo's battlefield. By 15, he knew his destiny was intertwined with boxing gloves, not textbooks. Dropping out of school, he plunged headfirst into professional boxing. Children, please don't do this at home. Don't drop out of school. This decision wasn't made lightly. But with the guidance of his trainers, Chepo and Eddie Reynoso, Canelo was ready to take on the world. Starting boxing training at an early age, as Canelo Alvarez did, can significantly impact a fighter's career. Dropping out of school to focus on boxing is undoubtedly a risk, but for some, like Canelo, it pays off in extraordinary ways. Beginning early allows fighters to accumulate a large number of amateur fights, gaining valuable experience and honing their skills against a variety of opponents. This extensive experience in the ring at a young age can lead to a deeper understanding of the sport, better technique, and a more seasoned approach when they eventually turn professional. The early start gives these fighters a significant advantage in terms of experience and skill development, laying a strong foundation for a successful professional career. When we think about champions, an intriguing pattern emerges. We've analyzed numerous great champions and discovered that they all share certain habits that have transformed their lives. Now, if you're eager to learn about these life-altering habits and are ready to start transforming your own life, check our ebook in the comments. It's a must-read. Now picture this, a young boxer, barely out of his teens, stepping into the ring with the weight of expectations on his shoulders. His talent was evident early on, as he quickly started knocking out more experienced opponents. In just the first 2 years of his career, Canelo had 16 professional fights, winning 15 and drawing 1. At just 20 years old, Canelo fought in the United States against Matthew Hatton in a relentless 12-round fight. At the end of the fight, Canelo won by unanimous decision and had one of his first great victories. Canelo get a record by becoming the youngest super welterweight champion, a feat that echoed throughout the boxing world. This achievement marked him as one of the youngest champions in the sport, showcasing his exceptional skills and dedication from a very young age. His rise through the ranks of professional boxing at such a young age set the stage for his future success and dominance in the sport. But who is Canelo Alvarez beyond the ring? Let's peel back the layers. First off, this champion's heart beats in tune with Latino rhythms. In communities across the globe, he's not just a boxer, he's a hero, a symbol of relentless spirit and pride. His fights, they're more than just bouts, they're events that bring people together, transcending the realms of Olympics and soccer. Canelo Alvarez's immense popularity in Latino communities is highlighted by the fact that 26 million Mexicans tuned in to watch his match with Shane Mosley on Televisa. This viewership exceeded even the 19 million Mexicans who watched the Olympic final between Mexico and Brazil. Canelo's star power is a direct result of his success in the boxing ring, making him an influential figure, particularly in Mexico, where football is immensely popular. His achievements and appeal have made him a significant figure in Latino communities, exemplifying his influence beyond just the sport of boxing. Although Canelo Alvarez likes different types of music, he has some favorites. He loves Mexican music, but who doesn't like reggaeton? He has been seen a few times with J Balvin and several other artists, but there is one that is my favorite. Do you know who? Nothing less than the great icon of pop. And when he's not throwing punches, you might catch Canelo moonwalking to Michael Jackson. That's right, the king of pop is Canelo's go-to music icon. It's these unexpected facets that add depth to his persona. Who of you likes to travel? Canelo, while a super fan of traveling, isn't particularly fond of flying. It's not that he's afraid, but he prefers not to endure long flights. His preference is to sleep through them, but when he's awake, you'll find him playing cards with his friends and wife. There are two interesting things to note about Canelo's travels. First, his favorite destination, the Maldives. But then, who doesn't love the Maldives, right? Secondly, comfort is paramount in all his travels. He's even switched hotels several times for not feeling comfortable enough. Knowing this, can you guess what Canelo always takes with him on trips? Traveling with Canelo means a sneak peek into his essentials. It's not just about luxury, it's comfort that rules. Canelo never leaves without his watches, glasses, and, most importantly, his pillows. Yes, he prefers his own pillows to those in hotels. Talk about taking a piece of home wherever you go. Just like Canelo carries a little piece of home wherever he goes, you too can take a little piece of us with you, simply by subscribing to our channel. I bet everyone watching here when traveling is eager to try new restaurants, right? But what happens when you're at the restaurant or in your hotel room and you just can't decide what to order? That age-old dilemma. The nagging question, what if I don't like what I've chosen? What if I should have ordered something else? Canelo, when he's traveling, often opts for room service, and he's got one surefire choice, the hamburger. It's a no-fail option for him. Additionally, he and his wife are big fans of Chinese cuisine, and occasionally they go for a Caesar salad. After all, maintaining that fitness lifestyle is key, even on the road. Imagine yourself in this scenario, exploring new culinary horizons, yet always having that comforting fallback of a classic hamburger. But what about you, the audience? What's your style when it comes to dining out? Do you dive into the adventure, sampling everything you can, or do you play it safe, sticking to the familiar favorites? But not all flights are smooth. Canelo, already not a fan of flying, encountered a harrowing experience one day. Picture this. He's on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles when suddenly the plane experiences a minor malfunction and begins to descend, rapidly and steadily. Can you imagine the rush of emotions he must have felt? For Canelo, this was more than just a flight. It became one of the most traumatizing experiences of his life. Forgetting about travel for a bit, let's talk about a different year for Canelo. 2013, a pivotal year in Canelo's career. His undefeated streak faced its ultimate test against Floyd Mayweather Jr. At the time, Canelo was a rising star and only 23 years old when he faced the then 36-year-old Mayweather. The fight was a major event, generating immense revenue and setting records. Mayweather's victory was clear and decisive, showcasing his skill and experience. However, this defeat became a turning point for Canelo. Instead of being crushed by the loss, he used it as a learning experience. This fight helped Canelo to refine his techniques, becoming more defensively minded and an excellent counterpuncher. The lessons he learned from this match contributed to his subsequent rise in the pound-for-pound rankings and his development into a PPV attraction. Today, Canelo is recognized as one of the best fighters in the world, holding a place among Forbes' highest-paid athletes and achieving the status of undisputed super middleweight champion. This demonstrates how a loss, particularly one against a skilled and experienced opponent like Mayweather, can provide valuable lessons and contribute significantly to a fighter's development and success. But Canelo also has hobbies and enjoys many things you wouldn't imagine. A star can also have fun, right? Canelo Alvarez's hobbies and interests extend far beyond the boxing ring. He is an enthusiastic horse rider, showing a deep passion for equestrian activities. Additionally, he enjoys outdoor activities like fishing, swimming, and camping, reflecting his appreciation for nature and the outdoors. Canelo is also a fan of various forms of entertainment, including watching shows on Netflix and playing golf, where he has even played alongside NBA superstar Stephen Curry. His interest in sports is not limited to boxing, as he closely follows Major League Baseball and the NBA, showcasing his broad sporting interests. Talking about horses, Canelo's childhood love for horses remains unbridled. His ranch is a sanctuary, home to more horses than luxury cars. This connection to his roots keeps him grounded, reminding us where he comes from. He owns a ranch named Las Reinas, where he keeps about 30 stallions, reflecting his deep connection and love for these animals. This ranch reportedly cost him around $1.5 million. The value of his horses varies, with some ranging from $4,000 to $15,000. One of his horses, named Spirit, a gift from the late Mexican singer Vicente Fernandez, is valued at about $8,000. Another horse, Espartano, is estimated to be worth around $2,000, potentially increasing to $12,000 with proper care. All things considered, Canelo has over $2 million. Canelo shares a unique bond with his horses, similar to how Mike Tyson is known for his affinity for tigers and pigeons. Let's return to golf now, as he describes himself. He is a golf addict. Canelo Alvarez's relationship with golf is one of deep passion and commitment. He describes himself as addicted to the sport, expressing a desire to play and practice every day. Canelo's interest in golf began during the pandemic, and he quickly excelled, even achieving impressive scores like 76 and 75 over 36 holes in one day. His love for the game extends beyond playing. He has aspirations of visiting iconic golf courses and meeting legends like Tiger Woods. For Canelo, golf represents a challenging sport that requires focus and persistence, qualities he appreciates and resonates with. In 2021, Canelo took a swing at something different, joining the BMW Celebrity Golf Tournament. And guess what? He won it. It seems that his talents extend far beyond the boxing ring. Imagine the scene: Canelo, known for his prowess in the ring, showcasing a whole new skill set on the lush greens of the golf course. But let's talk a little about money. How did Canelo make so much money? In 2018, Canelo Alvarez signed a lucrative contract with DAZN, a sports streaming service. This deal was one of the most significant in the history of sports. It was a 5-year agreement, reportedly worth $365 million for 11 fights. This contract not only highlighted Canelo's prominence in the boxing world, but also marked a significant shift in how boxing content was distributed, moving away from traditional pay-per-view to streaming platforms. The deal was a testament to Canelo's marketability and his status as one of the sport's top draws, underscoring his financial success both inside and outside the ring. With an estimated net worth of $300 million, Canelo Alvarez has an impressive collection of luxury cars, reflecting his passion for high-end automobiles. His collection includes about 20 luxury cars from renowned manufacturers like Bugatti, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz, McLaren, and Rolls-Royce. Canelo has a particular fondness for the Lamborghini Aventador, owning almost every variant of this model. One of his notable cars is the 2018 Bugatti Chiron. A standout piece in his collection, cost close to $3 million. Canelo Smurf, the nickname of his Bugatti, due to its bright blue paint job, is one of the fastest production cars in the world, going from 0 to 100 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds and topping out at a mind-bending of 261. If he fancies a spin around Guadalajara, Alvarez has a Mustang 500 Eliano. Shelby Mustang? Ferrari 458, Lamborghini Urus, and limited edition Lamborghini Gallardo at his disposal. But the jewel in his crown is a relatively new purchase, a gorgeous $2.8 million red Ferrari. One of the most sought-after cars ever made, the Italian masterpiece can reach 217 miles per hour and is described by the company as having the most extreme performance ever achieved. We could spend hours discussing Canelo's car collection, which is valued at over $30 million. Imagine the sheer magnitude of this collection, each vehicle a masterpiece in its own right, reflecting not just wealth but a deep passion for automotive excellence. This collection isn't just about luxury, it's a testament to Canelo's appreciation for fine engineering and design. From sleek sports cars to classic models, each car tells a story of sophistication, power, and a pursuit of perfection. Canelo's impact stretches far beyond the boxing ring and luxury cars. His heart and fists work in tandem for the greater good. Canelo Alvarez has demonstrated his commitment to philanthropy through various significant contributions and initiatives. He has notably made a substantial impact in the fight against children's cancer. Canelo donated $1 million to Nariz Roja, a children's cancer treatment center in Guadalajara, Mexico. This generous donation was greatly appreciated by Nariz Roja, which publicly acknowledged Canelo's support on social media, emphasizing his role as a champion not just in the ring but also in life. In addition to his support for cancer treatment, Canelo has actively contributed to other causes as well. He played a crucial role in the fight against the COVID pandemic by donating 950 personal protection kits for health workers at the Hospital Civil de Guadalajara. These kits included essential items like KN95 masks, overalls, and e-goggles, providing much-needed support to frontline workers during the pandemic. Canelo's philanthropic efforts extend beyond these major donations. He has been involved in various other charitable activities, including supporting those affected by earthquakes in Mexico. His contributions have gone a long way in assisting those in need, particularly in the healthcare sector, highlighting his dedication to making a positive impact in society. And now let's talk about a lighter side of Canelo, his guilty pleasures. Despite the strict diet and rigorous training, Canelo has a sweet tooth for chocolates and snacks, particularly those that remind him of his school days. His favorites include pulparindo candy, a chewy Mexican treat made with tamarind and chili. He also enjoys Doritos, which he often prepares with chili, lime, and cucumber, as well as sabritones, another classic Mexican snack. Besides these, Canelo has a sweet tooth for chocolate, particularly M&Ms and Snickers, which he sometimes indulges in despite his strict diet. His balanced approach involves enjoying these snacks in moderation, especially during training when he maintains a more disciplined diet. This balance allows him to indulge in his favorite treats while still maintaining peak physical condition for boxing. But there's more to Canelo's versatility. Did you know he's graced the silver screen too? Canelo shines in Hollywood too. He has made cameo appearances in two notable films, Creed II and The Expendables 3. In Creed II, a boxing drama film, Canelo is featured in a role that aligns with his professional expertise as a boxer. Similarly, in The Expendables 3, an action film known for its ensemble cast of action stars, Canelo makes a special appearance. These roles highlight his crossover appeal from the sports world to the entertainment industry, showcasing his versatility and popularity beyond the boxing ring. And finally, what makes Canelo a boxing superstar: the discipline that underpins his success. Canelo's training routine is a masterclass in dedication, complemented by a strict diet that primes him for victory. His journey from the streets to stardom is paved with hard work, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. If you enjoy this video, we select another video that you must have to watch. And don't forget our ebook in the comments with the Atomic Habits of Boxers to achieve the high performance that you can use in your life.